Surrounded by the beautiful Sea of Japan, here in the town of Yurihama in Tottori Prefecture is Tomari Sea Breeze Hill. Ground golf, a sport developed here, is beloved all across Japan by young and old alike. It's even called Tomari when the ball goes into the goalpost in tribute to the hometown of the sport. The ground of Tomari, the home of ground golf, the heart of ground golf. Hi everyone! Have you heard about ground golf? No? Never heard of it? Never tried it? You're missing out! I'm Julie and I recently came here to Yurihama. Hello! I recently learned about ground golf and tried it for the first time. It was great! It's really simple, but there's a lot to it and it's really a lot of fun. So, I wanted to let everyone know about it. Isn't that right, Mr. Morinaga?
Yep. And if it's about ground golf, just leave it to me.
Of course! Mr. Morinaga has been involved with ground golf ever since it was first devised.
That's right. Using golf as a guide, ground golf was developed here in Tomari in 1982 as a sport that anyone could play anywhere at any time. It was created to be a lifelong sport good for both the body and mind. There is a fair amount of trial and error in devising and crafting the equipment and posts like this, as well as in making the rules and everything as fair and simple as possible when ground golf was first being developed. In the end, we arrived at the simple rules and gameplay used today, where you use the specially designed ground golf club to hit the ball from the start mat to the goalpost. You aim for the lowest score as you play 2 holes for each distance of 50 meters, 30 meters, 25 meters, and 15 meters.
It was even showcased at the 2015 Japan National Sports Festival, where it was introduced to even more people throughout the world and Japan. For a newly developed sport to become so well known on a national scale, that's pretty incredible, Mr. Morinaga.
No, it wasn't me, but rather the simple rules and gentlemanly playing style that makes ground golf so great. But it's best to play and see for yourself rather than just listen to me explain, right, Julie?
That's right. And today, we will be playing with some local players as we introduce the fun aspects as well as the rules of ground golf. Okay, everyone, let's play!
All right, everyone, let's head out to the course.
Today, we'll be going over gameplay as our 5 players enjoy a game here at Tomari Sea Breeze Hill.
The rules are simple. As you can see, the course is set up as a standard 8-hole course. The course consists of a start mat and a goal post. So as long as you have this equipment, you can play anywhere, such as on a school grounds or at a park. Once you have finished setting up, players take turns hitting the ball, starting from the start mat. If the ball comes to rest within the goalpost, it's Tomari. When everyone in your group has completed a hole, you move on to the next, and whoever has the lowest total number of strokes at the end of the 8 holes wins. Simple, right?
That really is simple. We'll be playing with 5 people today, but you can also just play by yourself. There is also an official scorecard, so you can keep score as you go along. The upper part is for the number of strokes for that particular round, and the bottom is your cumulative total. For example, if you get a hole-in-one, the top would be a 1, and you would subtract 3 from your total score at the end of the game, right?
That's right. If you get a hole-in-one, then you subtract 3 for each hole-in-one from your total score. Unlike in regular golf, it's definitely possible for even beginners to get a hole-in-one, so the chance of an upset victory is part of the fun of ground golf.
I'm looking forward to it. Alright everyone, let's go. Ready? Ground of Tomari! Okay, I'm first. Here goes nothing. First, I put my ball on the start mat and take a swing. Oh no! That didn't go very far at all. Wow, everyone's really good. I'm in trouble. Okay, Question! How do you get a good ground golf swing?
Okay, so the thing you need to remember about ground golf is that you need to hit the ball in the direction you are aiming, with the right amount of force and with a proper swing. Let's remember the following 3 points. Number 1, find a firm grip that works for you. Number 2, control the direction of the ball with the position of your feet. Number 3, control the power of your hit with your backswing. You need to hit the ball in the direction you are aiming, with the right amount of force and a proper swing. Let's remember the following points. Find a firm grip that works for you. First, gripping the club. It usually helps to steady your grip if you position your hands close together, but there are no guarantees. Try some different grips to find what works best for you. You control the direction of the ball with how you position your feet. The direction of your hit will change slightly depending on how you place your front and back feet in relation to the line between the ball and the goalpost. You control the power of your hit with the width of your swing. You will get tired and your aim will get off mark if you are always straining yourself when putting. It also helps to get a sense of how wide to make your swing for different amounts of force. Also, one final caution. You have to add 1 penalty stroke to your score if you knock or push the ball, or if you need a practice swing, so be careful.
Got it! Thank you, Mr. Morinaga. Ground golf is really such a fun and simple sport. Alright, here I go! I'm gonna go ahead and put it in. You've really improved, Julie. Go for it! Yeah!
The order of play is also an important aspect of ground golf. The first person to hit is at a bit of a disadvantage since they can't observe the other players. So, because of this, there ends up being a lot of rotation during individual gameplay. However, this isn't an official rule, so it might be considerate to make your own rule to put the beginners near the end of the rotation so that everyone can have fun. The freedom to decide things on the spot like that is another fun aspect of ground golf.
That makes sense. It's good to watch how the players before you hit and how the ball rolls.
You seem to have landed in a pretty interesting spot there, Julie.
No! The long grass in front of the ball and the frame of the goalpost are in the way of my shots. This is going to be tough. What to do? Question time! Is it allowed to change the position of the goalpost or remove obstacles that are immediately in the way of your ball?
Haha, I understand how you feel, but nope. You should play things as they are, regardless of the circumstances. If you change anything in this way, there's a +1 penalty stroke.
Oh, really? So, you can change things, but only if you add a stroke?
It really depends on the situation, but you're not allowed to move the goalpost under any circumstances. It also just makes the game even more interesting when you play with natural obstacles as part of the course. For example, if a strong wind blows your ball into the goalpost before you mark its position, then it's good. However, if an animal gets in the way or moves the ball, then you move the ball back to where it was and redo the play.
Ah, I gotcha. Okay, so what happens if you hit another player's ball?
Good question. You aim to get in the way of the other player's balls in sports like gate ball, but ground golf is a gentleman's sport where you respect the other players. If you hit another player's ball and your ball goes off its course, you play it as it lands. However, the other player's ball is returned back to its original position. Also, in order to allow everyone to enjoy the game, you don't aim for another's ball. And if it looks like your ball will be in the way, you place a special marker behind your ball in relation to the goalpost and remove your ball to clear the way for the other player.
Ah, it's really wonderful how ground golf focuses on good manners like that.
There are a variety of possible scenarios and what you should do included in the official rulebook put out by the Japan Ground Golf Association. So I recommend that players use that as a reference. If you ask others for advice during play, for example, if you ask them to support you or hold an umbrella for you, you would normally have to add a penalty stroke to your score. Also, let's try to refrain from doing anything that would get in the way of the game, such as talking to another player as they are trying to putt or shouting loud voices. We've already covered most of the important rules.
It's great how ground golf is so simple yet so fun.
There are still a few other rules that we haven't gone over, but let's just have fun and play together while keeping basic etiquette and manners in mind.
Right. First, you have to give it a go. Let's keep playing. The competition is definitely part of the fun, but I'm starting to see that there's so much more to enjoy.
I wouldn't expect any less of you, Julie. I wonder how things will turn out. I'm excited to hear the results.
That was so much fun! What did you think, Mr. Morinaga?
Haha. Ground golf is a lot of fun, no matter how many years you've played or who you play with.
Ta-da! Everyone's final scores!
Oh, wow! There are 1, 2, 3 hole-in-ones. That's great! You even got a hole-in-one too, Julie. Let's take a quick look back at today's game. Veteran player Miss Nakahara was off to a strong start in the early stages of the game, but Mr. Naraoka's hole-in-one on the 7th hole changed things up. Places 1 through 3 got switched up in an interesting turn of events. And the winner is Mr. Naraoka. Julie, you played well and got 3rd place.
Not bad, huh? I did my best. Mr. Naraoka, any thoughts on your big victory?
I had a lot of fun. I really hope that more and more people start playing so that I can enjoy playing and connecting with even more and more people. So everyone, I hope you pick up a club and give ground golf a shot.
Good point. I really hope that more and more people give this wonderful sport a shot. That's right. I actually attended an international ground golf open that was held here just the other day. Take a look. Hi! I'm here at Yurihama's 2016 International Ground Golf Open. Let's see if I can get a comment from the mayor of Yurihama on behalf of the organizers of this event. Hello! I would like to ask for a few words from the president of today's Ground Golf Open and the mayor of Yurihama. I hear that Tomari Seabreeze Hill is the home of ground golf. It's really terrific that this sort of international tournament is being held.
はい、子供からお年寄りまで誰でも楽しめて、そして仲間づくりや健康づくりにも適しているこのグラウンドゴルフが世界中に広まることはとても素晴らしいことだというふうに思っています。2021年にはワールドマスターズゲームズもあります。グラウンドゴルフのさらなる世界への普及を目指してこれからも頑張ってまいります。
Hello. Estoy muy contento de volver aquí y así por segunda vez y es un día muy divertido para estar. Esta segunda vez que vengo el día acompaña mucho y espero pasármelo muy bien.
Биднийг бүлээж авч байгаа газар маань нар хог төвшөрсөн сайхан байлаа. Ургораагүйгээр тэгээд бид тэрнтэй мэржээд бидний тэмцээн амжилттай болох хаа гэж бодож байна.
今年是我第3次参加，基本不会打，因为我们没有。谢谢经常邀请我们留学生代表鸟取大学，谢谢他们。
Lastly, I would like to get a comment from one of the local players. May I have a few words?
ここはね、本当に、空気もきれいですし、まずね、潮風を体に受けて何とも言えない気持ちになれるんですよ。 ですからまあ
Do you usually practice here?
そうです。もうほとんど毎日ですね。まあ他に行くところがないのかって言われるぐらい練習してます。
Well, thanks to all your practice, you seem to be in quite good
そう
shape.
です。もう元気だけが取り柄でね、まあ、腕の方がちょっとあんまり進まないのが悪いんですけど。
I'm so glad that I was able to interview people from all around the world today. Ground golf is the best!
Everyone was really lively and spirited.
That's right. It's part of what makes ground golf so great. And it's part of the power of Tomari, the home of ground golf. And then there's the beautiful view. Take a look.
It is truly incredible. You just feel refreshed in both body and mind.
Well then, everyone, thank you so much for today. And let's keep on enjoying ground golf. Well then, we'll be waiting here for your visit. Let's meet again here at Tomari Sea Breeze Hill. All right, ground of Tomari. Until next time.